Welcome to a very special edition of Monday Night Raw. And it's only special because of the name that this was basically spun off of. Tonight is the 25th anniversary of Monday Night Raw. It's one of the actually I think it's the longest running television show in history. 25 years, pretty much every Monday night, one way, shape, or form, they had a show. Most of them live. Yeah, there's a few taped ones, especially in the earlier days. Even when there's been national tragedies, huge celebrations, even Christmas time, Monday nights have been a staple. And everywhere I've been in the world, I always dedicated Monday nights. Well, not always. Let me take that back. Since about 97, 98, let's say 98 just to be safe, completely dedicated my Monday nights to Monday Night Raw. Now I know a lot of people are probably looking and going, it's wrestling. Why is he giving a damn about, grown men and women getting together and just rolling around and it's all fake and all that? That's a whole other debate, okay? If you actually sit down and watch it, which I keep trying to get people to do, this is not your grandfather's wrestling, okay? These are immersive storylines with amazing characters, good, bad, ugly, sporty, large, gigantic, tiny, beautiful, scary. I mean, all of the above. You think of it, and they've got a character that kind of covers that. And we also see that it's not always just characters. We see real life stories play out. We see real life things happen in people's lives, from getting married, childbirth, losing loved ones. I've watched shows live where people have lost their lives in that ring. With that too, there's just so many emotions that can come with it, because these are real people that are in that ring. The outcomes may be predetermined, but it's something that I've always just found fascinating as I learned more and more about wrestling, got more involved with it, and started just understanding it a bit more. Because I grew up in a household where we didn't really talk about wrestling. My dad used to work, he was a police officer, and sometimes he'd kind of moonlight doing security in areas around the Nashville metro, and a lot of that was wrestling shows. And I think being around that kind of environment kind of was like, yeah, you think, no, this is not cool. This is not for me, And going to some of the shows that I have been to, I can see how it can be a detractor for people. But like I said a minute ago, there's so many amazing stories, so many amazing characters. We've watched people live in the ring. Sadly, we've watched people die in the ring. We've watched people have had to retire in the ring. We've watched horrific injuries, and we've watched amazing moments. Some of the stuff that these people pull off is simply incredible. So when I wanted to do a segment where I just kind of spoke unfiltered, I came up with Monday Night Raw, and that was a spinoff of that Monday Night Raw, because if you do watch it, it is a live show. And man, especially in the late 90s, early 2000s, and what we refer to as the Attitude Era, that's when Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock and many of those bigger names were really at their peak, Watching that stuff and seeing what they brought to everything was just simply amazing. But if there was that real rawness to it, that name wasn't just for show. And when I first kind of got into it, I wasn't really sure what they meant by Raw. The only Raw I knew was Eddie Murphy's Raw. And even then, I didn't quite understand that connotation of we're throwing stuff in your face that you probably haven't seen or heard before. And that's kind of scary for a lot of people, But I so much fell in love with it. I watch it every Monday night. You can ask anybody. When I was in Korea, when I've been anywhere in the world, even if it wouldn't have fallen directly on the normal Monday, I was watching Monday Night Raw. Like, I move schedules around for that, and usually there's a pizza accompanying it. That's like my thing. Especially if it's stuffed crust. Give me a stuffed crust, Monday Night Raw, and don't talk to me for 2 hours. Now it's 3 hours. Back in the day, it was just 2, but now it's 3 hours. Tonight, they've got a pre-show on the WWE Network. I don't know why I'm peddling their stuff. But, so basically from 6 p.m. my time until 10 p.m. tonight, and they'll probably run over, because every night it runs over after 10. I'm going to be in front of the television, watching wrestling and everything that goes with it. Yeah, there are moments where I'm like, can this be over with? And then there are other moments where I'm on the edge of my seat. I just can't believe what's going to happen next. And that's what I really, really love about it. It's that raw emotion that comes with it. They work so hard. I've had the pleasure of meeting and getting to know a lot of wrestlers over the years. Some have just been in passing. Some I've gotten to become very good friends with on all levels. From, a man or a woman wrestling in front of like a school gymnasium for 20 people, The people that have made it all the way to WrestleMania, it's just amazing. And not just, I think it's important to not just talk about the performers. There's so many people that go along with it. You know, there's people in wardrobe, there's people that make the music, there's people that do the makeup, artists, set designers, you name it. I mean, every Monday night is basically a giant movie production. It's exactly what it is. And if you ever gone to a live WWE or really any bigger name ones where they're televised, WWE is obviously the pinnacle. But if you ever go to these shows, you see that it's not just a bunch of old hillbillies and rednecks sitting around in a room drinking, watching these good old boys fight each other. It's serious business. A lot of the people now, it's not like it was back in the day either. You know, you look at your bigger names and stuff when they travel, they're wearing suits. You know, it's not just wearing some old gym clothes or whatever, getting on in a rental car and driving to the next city. It's business, you know, and they treat it as such. And one thing a lot of people don't know is their community outreach as well. Some will say it's for publicity, whatever. Don't care. Neither here nor there. If people are doing genuine good in the world and they get some publicity as an offshoot of that, there's nothing wrong with that. And I don't think WWE necessarily goes out seeking that. John Cena's done more Make-A-Wishes than anyone else in the world. That's incredible. They're constantly working with people. They're constantly creating new endeavors to go out there and help people, from individuals to groups. It's just simply incredible. I can't say enough about it. And it's become, they call it a universe now, the WWE Universe, WWF, for those who missed that. They had to change it because Panda Bear sued them, which is kind of ironic because I'm Panda. But yeah, so that's that. It's just something incredible, and I really, really love it. So I wanted to talk about wrestling tonight real briefly, and just the impact it's had on me for the last many, many, many years. 25th anniversary of Monday Night Raw. I'm so happy. I'm so excited to watch it. I know there's going to be some amazing stuff, and I can't see what comes next because Royal Rumble's right around the corner. That's my favorite pay-per-view. I don't know what it is about it, but I've always loved the Rumble. So this is kind of leading up to it. So as you can see on my face and as my tone goes, it's one of the few things that I really get excited talking about, and I can talk about it for hours and days. And I think there's kids lurking around upstairs, so I better go see what the heck they're doing. Until next time, this is Monday Night Ron. Tune in tonight. Watch it with me. I'll live tweet it, and maybe we'll make a Facebook post. We'll do a whole thing. But yeah, Monday Night Ron. We'll be watching Monday Night Raw 25th Anniversary Edition. Like, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff. I'll leave some stuff in the links below where you can find me, including a Patreon if you want to support me at all. You don't have to. It's all good. And thanks to those again. Thanks to those of you again who subscribe, that are watching this and watching. Period. I had to get 1,000 subscribers to get to that. Keep my partnership, not get it, to keep my partnership with YouTube. You guys made it happen. I over doubled my numbers in basically 3 days. That's incredible. Thank you so much. Like, subscribe, follow if you haven't. I know I said it already, but I'm saying it again. And until next time, keep it trill.